Gary, we are a little less than 20 miles from downtown Los Angeles at the StubHub Center in Carson. The scene a moment ago, unlike any other in the NFL for a lot of years. The crowd here in Carson might be half the size of a normal NFL stadium, but they are twice as loud as their Chargers get set to face off with the Miami Dolphins. First down, Rivers. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Big boys down there in the trenches, and a nice play to stop them cold. Nothing there.
Yeah, when you talk about big boys, you're talking about those defensive tackles, those nose tackles. They're not just big, they're immense. And what a big-time play there.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. From the gun, Rivers. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Kiko Alonso in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to fourth down. On to punt, Drew Kaiser, second-year man from Texas A&M. Jakeem Grant back deep for Miami. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Dolphins' drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
They run again with Ajayi. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 17-yard line. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. third down. Cutler. And he finds Julius Thomas. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. And a big 32-yard play on third.
Absolutely zero surprise at that throw we just saw. I mean, Jay Cutler has a whip for an arm.
He's had it since he won a state title at Heritage Hills High School in southern Indiana.
Where in southern Indiana, though?
Well, he's born in Santa Claus. How about that?
That's pretty strong right there.
Nearby to my hometown of Evansville. Bet you've never been there, have you?
I have not been there, but I'm looking forward to being invited for a holiday cheer.
You're invited. Put that on your bucket list.
Thank you.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play. They'll hold them to no gain.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. That second down run, a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. Ajayi last year, 1,272 yards, third most in a single season in Dolphin history.
And he helped transform Miami into a playoff team in 2016.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. Now Cutler over the middle, open is Thomas. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, unless my eyes deceive me, I think they found a matchup that they're trying to exploit here, don't you? I mean, it's the second time they've gone to him here on this drive.
Yeah, opening drive. It's a tone setter, right? I think they're going to be looking his way a lot.
Yeah, and I think that the way things are going right now, they like him as a featured receiver. Let's see what kind of adjustments.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Brandon Mebane breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain that gets him back to the original line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Throwing here, Cutler. And this is going to be incomplete.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. The Dolphins will send out the punter now. Travis Benjamin deep for the Chargers. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. A pretty nice gain there on the run. Gets it to the 35 after showcasing the agile move. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. He's going to launch this thing way downfield into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Byron Maxwell. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
I know that's something people say you have to live with Phillip Rivers as your quarterback. 52 interceptions over the last 3 seasons. But remember, he's been dealing with a depleted wide receiver core.
Yeah, that's very true. But those 52 interceptions over the last 3 seasons you mentioned, most in the NFL. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. This is Ajayi. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. Back now to begin the 2nd quarter with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's the Chargers here with a football. And they've got it here with a 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
Really nice pickup on 1st down. Leaves them with 2nd and short. And you figure, let's go ahead and run it again. But, boy, that outcome leaves you in a difficult 3rd down, doesn't it?
Didn't stand a chance from the start. You could tell they were going in the wrong direction. Rivers from the gun on 3rd down. Open man, it's Allen. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And some space here. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back gains of 17, and they are really on the march now. It's a 1st down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. Gates has it over the middle. And a big hit there as he runs into a brick wall at the 22-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now the first carry for Brandon Oliver. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Good luck trying to get your running game going against Ndamukong Suh. I mean, he is so strong. Just trying to move him, take one guy, two guys, whatever. I wish you a whole lot of luck. He usually converts an offensive running game into rubble.
From the gun on third down. Rivers toward the sideline. He will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet in bounds. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Rivers now throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target. Third down here.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is third down and 12. Now movement up front. I think they're going to get one of the Charger linemen. And that'll set them back 5. The Chargers on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And right side, Henry's got it. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On 4th down, Anthony Lynn says, let's go for 3. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. And Charles, they get the field goal. Took them a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And this is their 3rd drive. Maybe the focus right now not so much on points, but getting their first down.
And when you start off a game, you don't even think that's an issue, do you? But you go a drive, a 2nd drive, no first down, that becomes an issue. Now you got to think about, okay, what type of play calling do I have to do to get us in a spot to pick that first one up?
Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here's Ajayi. And he's got room. And now running right through him. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On 3rd and 1, it's Cutler. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Now it's Ajayi. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. From midfield now, here's Cutler. And a catch made by Leonte Carew. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. They go play action here on first down. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Devontae Parker, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Second and 10. It's Cutler again. Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Blue 90.
To throw again is Cutler. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Now Cody Parkey out to try the field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Rivers now to throw on first down. For the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds, but able to take it inside the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A first down throw here for Rivers. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Rivers on first down. It's caught on the right side. Williams. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Again, it's Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. Melvin Gordon, as the first half is winding down, and the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And out come the Dolphins now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here we go. Green, 39.
On first down, it's Cutler. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this won't get there, won't be on line either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
They run with Ajayi. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
The Dolphins on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Cutler will throw. And he finds a man. It's Fasano. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Let's go. Blue landing.
From the shotgun, Cutler. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. He just held on to the football too long there, Charles. That's point blank, right?
Yeah, I agree with that totally. You've got to have that internal clock that goes in your head that says either get rid of the football or flush and go and use your legs and try and pick up the first down. I think he hung in there too long, and the blitz got to him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now a look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
First down, Rivers. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Now a second down throw for Rivers. Got a man over the middle. it's Williams. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down following the run. Play fake to Gordon. Now Rivers. And his throw is incomplete. Antonio Gates, the veteran tight end, was the intended receiver, and it's third down.
Well, sometimes you just have to take things into your own hands, don't you? I mean, the offense is really struggling in this game. They're the ones keeping things going. They have to continue to play at that level.
The Chargers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Breaking the tackle, Gates. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Do you get the sense, Brandon, that people are trying to retire Antonio Gates? They keep thinking this is almost the end of the line, and then he keeps making catches like the one we just saw there.
He's the old reliable, you're right, just one of 9 players in the NFL with 100 or more touchdowns. To throw, Rivers. That is caught. It's Benjamin for the Charger touchdown. Travis Benjamin from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Parker, the intended target, and it's second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. Now he'll go deep down the middle. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game. Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Dolphins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Cutler. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Melvin Ingram with a big-time sack on third down. And it'll be a loss of 7.
Well, how about that?
A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on first down. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in back.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Kiko Alonso able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of 3. And there they bring pressure from the inside, and they get home.
Yeah, hard to block everyone, isn't it? And on this play, someone did not get blocked. He's the one who got home.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. Play action now. Rivers. That escapes the sack. Able to, and he's going to go down again. Andre Branch in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Back now at the StubHub Center in Carson. As we've got the final quarter upon us, we get ready to start the 4th. Here's Drew Kaiser now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense continues to give them fits. They just can't get really anything going on the ground, can they?
I love the theme that you just brought up. This defense has been tough all game long against the run. We just saw another example of it there.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they jumped on the left side of that line.
And you know when you're at the end spot, you are like in the starting blocks, waiting for the pistol to fire and go, and he jumped a little bit too early.
On 2nd down, here's Cutler. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. From the gun, it's Cutler. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Joey Bosa in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Now Cutler to throw on 2nd down. Looking long for Thomas. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and forever. Now it's Cutler. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Here we go. It's Cutler on 4th down. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And he's going to be brought down at about the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
On 3rd down, that's Oliver. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good pickup there, 7 yards, but it brings up 4th down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he's gonna miss this one. Wide to the left from distance. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
They'll throw on 1st down with Cutler. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now Cutler on first down. And over the middle, this is Parker. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now, they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out.
Now let's go. 3-19.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Let's go. Green 39.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Now they'll look to throw it with Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. The Dolphins on third down. They've converted 5 times in their many chances thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Play action. Cutler. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Charger defense stands tall and they get the football back. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Gordon. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Partner, you know I love to point out when teams break tendency and do something a little bit different from the norm. But when you run the ball in the first play of the drive, that's not a tendency breaker at all. That's just trying to establish yourself as you move forward.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On third down, Rivers. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he's on to punt for L.A. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A beautiful fake. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit triple zeros. And this looks to probably be the final play.
Let's go. 319.
One last shot for Cutler. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. So Charles are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.